Hi folks, I was going to do this on Monday, but I decided bollocks to it. So I thought I'd just come out and do it right now. So we have had a reveal of the Angron model, an unofficial reveal of the Angron model. First of all, I told you so. Second of all, the Angron model looks absolutely amazing. I love the musculature coming out of his wings and all that. I love how bulky he looks, look how massive he looks. I want to see more of his face, because, you know, it does look like he is screaming, but I don't want it to look like a cartoony face. The one thing I really like, but I think it's mainly the paint job, is the sword. The sword in the left hand, it almost looks like black glass with like fire coming through it. That looks absolutely beautiful. If you are an heavy metal painter and you painted that, well done to you, sir. That looks amazing. So, loving the model. I know I said it last year that Angron would be coming towards last summer. That's what I thought. Turns out we were a year off. It was this summer that he was coming out, so I was wrong on that one. But, you know, I knew he'd be the next Primarch coming out, and here he is. What I would like to think is that the Lion will probably be hot on the heels of this guy. I'm thinking the Somnium Wars or something like that is going to be going on with all of the Fallen there. And something's going to happen there with the Lion coming back. But before we get into him, we do have Angron. He is here. He is in all of his glory. He's on his way. And here we are. We have Angron now. That is absolutely amazing stuff. One of the things I wanted to talk about beyond him, though, were the people in the foreground and the afterground there, the background. So in the background we have new Khorne Berserkers. They look Primaris size to me. They look like they're going to be much bigger than the Guardsmen that we have in the front of the picture here. They look like they're going to be in really nice poses. What I'm kind of freaked out about, a lot of them look very stationary. I don't like that. I want my Khorne Berserkers to be running forwards with chain axes, just coming at you. I do not want Khorne Berserkers standing there with bolters. I do not want Khorne Berserkers standing there posing like Space Marine Commanders. They're not Space Marine Commanders. These are Khorne Berserkers. These should be coming straight at you, howling into the night. That's what they should be doing. So hopefully, I want to see. There is no excuse for having assault intercessors look really cool running towards the enemy and have certain Khorne Berserkers that are like the guy in the foreground here who is just standing there with a bolter. There's no excuse. Your Khorne Berserkers should be like the assault intercessors but turned up to 10 with loads of Khornate stuff and chain axes and all sorts of cool shit going on. Right? We shouldn't be having Khorne Berserkers standing there stationary not doing very much. So that's one thing that I don't like about this picture. I love the World Eater's emblem still on the right shoulder guard of Angron. Like, he hasn't quite left that behind. He's still... I've always thought Angron was quite childlike, you know, in the way that he looked at things, the way that he went about things. And I really like the fact that, you know, he's still holding on to that kind of... I always loved the fact that Angron was hateful of his legion, but also wanted to be accepted by people in general, you know. And the fact that he's got that on his right shoulder guard shows that he still has that, you know, doesn't like his sons, would kill them all for any reason whatsoever. But still, maybe he's developed a new kind of respect for them and the way that they go about the ways of war now they've got the butcher's nails installed in them. I don't know, but just is what it is. I didn't like the musculature on the wings at first, but now I really do. I really like the fact that these aren't spindly wings. To get a bulk like that off the ground, you're going to need some really heavy wings to get them up there, you know what I mean? So I quite like the fact that they're doing that. And of course, it looks like Angron also has a tail, which I really, really like. Hopefully it's not spindly and it's big bulky tail. Now, getting to the guys in the foreground. These are new Cadians, it looks like. It looks like we are getting new Astra Militarum. I am so glad I put off doing my Astra Militarum force. In the new year, well, in this summer, basically, I was going to start doing a small Astra Militarum force to supplement my Astral Blades. They're going to be the Astra Militarum who help them out sometimes. I'm really glad I'm not doing that, because I was going to get loads of different Forge Well parts and things. But these guys look pretty cool, and they look like the kind of guys I'd actually like to have in my force one day. So they have backpacks, which I really like. They're in more dynamic poses, which I really, really like. And also, they look a lot bigger than the usual Guardsmen, which is great. I also like that this is definitely a nod to the Saturnine novels artwork, you know, the front page artwork of that novel, where you have one guardsman aiming at Angron who's charging towards him. Now, he's not quite charging towards him because they wanted to give you more of a profile of the model, but you do have that one guardsman there just pointing his rifle at him going, yeah, come at me, bro, I got this. And which is, well, you know, it was that one scene that actually got me to think, you know what, I'd quite like to do a guard army. I'd quite like to do an Imperial Guard army because that guy's badass. They're just standing there just waiting for him to come at them. And I really like it. I like the pose. I like the model. The only thing that worries me about this is one or two of the Khorne Berserker models in the foreground where they're just standing there like Ultramarines. They shouldn't be doing that. They should be coming straight towards the... right behind Angron, straight towards the enemy. So, but apart from that, this is, as leaks go, this is really, really cool. I know there is a stream either coming up tonight or tomorrow where they're going to reveal some stuff. I now feel that they have to reveal Angron. I know it's unfortunate for Games Workshop for leaks to come out and stuff, and I sort of feel bad celebrating them from time to time. But in terms of time frame, they've had a year where they could have announced him, where it would have been prime real estate to announce him, and they didn't. So as far as I'm concerned, you know, you snooze, you lose, essentially. This should have come out towards the end of last year, or even last summer. This should have been a thing. We know that these models are ready and raring to go years before they actually come out. So this should have been ready to go, announced last summer. We should already be into the teasers for the next Loyalist Primarch by now. Things seem to me to be way behind schedule, especially if they're looking at doing 10th edition towards next year, or even the start of 2024, which is what they're looking at. This is supposed to be the last full year of 9th edition releases. I think they're way behind schedule. I think we need at least one Loyalist Primarch to come back before then. And for me, what I would do if I was writing it from this point on, I would have Angron actually be the end game of 9th edition. Like, he comes back, everything seems like it's going really, really poorly, and then bang, start of 10th edition, we have Lion coming back, or we have, you know, whoever, Dawn, whoever. One of them comes back at the start of 10th edition, and here we go. We're at the races. I would actually have two Loyalist Primarchs come back, one after the other, so we have 3v3 rather than 1v3 or 2v3. I would actually have Dawn and the Lion come back next, followed by another Traitor Primarch, probably Fulgrim, followed by probably the Khan after that. So we now have 3 of the 4 main Demon Primarchs. What I mean by that is, don't get upset at me, word bearers, people, please. By main Demon Primarchs, I mean we have Mortarion, Magnus, and now Angron. There isn't a leader there, which is one of the things that I have thought for quite a while. There isn't a set leader there. These are the chaotic guys who are out for themselves. So if Fulgrim did come back to complete the set, that would mean that all 4 main Primarchs that are dedicated to specific gods are back, and they're in the setting. And that would mean the last Primarch I bring out for now, as in a Chaos Primarch, would be one to lead them. You know, one to lead them. And I'd probably have him being... Oh, I don't know, you know. I mean, I would say Perturabi, but he doesn't want to. I'd probably say Lorgar, you know. Because Lorgar's been out of the setting for so long. I would buff Lorgar to be the absolute pinnacle, like almost Emperor level, power level, because of the sheer amount of faith he has in the Chaos Gods. That he is basically an embodiment of their will, essentially. And I'd have him come back and be like the big bad of the setting, because he is the one who started it all off. So he would for me, he would be the one who'd come back, and he's the big bad. I would actually do something really brave with him later on. When I bring him back in 10th edition, Lorgar, he would kill Abaddon the Despoiler. He would just murder the shit out of him, because the Chaos Gods are tired of playing around with him. They're saying, okay, well, if you don't want to play ball, you don't want to be the ever-chosen, quote-unquote, of the setting, we'll pick our own. Thank you very much, you're gone. Bang. See you later. And that'd be the end of him. And you'd have somebody else leading the Black Legion. But you'd also have, you know, Games Workshop are terrified of killing off characters. I'd still let you play with Abaddon. There's no problem with that. It would just be Abaddon from, you know, a little while back, sort of a thing, you know. trust your setting to evolve. If you're bringing back game changers like Angron, your setting needs to be able to evolve and go about and do different things moving forwards. So that's what I would do going forwards. I would have Angron be the big bad that's going to bring the entire galaxy to its knees, nearly kill everything off, and then and if I was going to split the Imperium, now would be the time to split it into sub-factions. They will never do that though, but this is what I would do. And then I would bring back the Lion, closely followed by Rogel Dawn, and then we have, you know, everybody here, everybody's fighting, Fulgrim comes back, the entire place is going to absolute hell in a handbasket, and then we bring back Lorgar to lead Chaos. As the big thing that ends 10th edition is Lorgar comes back to lead Chaos, and we get rid of Abaddon the Despoiler, and we bring back Lorgar, who claims Drachnien, because why not? He claims the sword, why not? And anyway, I'm very excited for this. I think we have some very exciting times coming up in Warhammer 40,000. It's about time that the Chaos got some love. They've needed it for a long, long time. The best Chaos-like Marines on the market right now. I know people I give a case for nepotism, but if you make the Ravaged Star models, if you make them multi-part and posable and customizable, they are the best Chaos Space Marine models you can get on the market right now. So Games Workshop need to up their game. We need to have the best Chaos Space Marine models need to be made by Games Workshop, and I hope this is a sign that we're moving in that direction. Okay? Because Angron looks the shit. Really does. What do you guys think about Angron? Are you happy? Are you sad? Let me know in the comments below. I was going to do this on Monday, but I thought, sod it. You know, you guys deserve some support. You guys deserve a little bit more content, because I've been ill this week and I've not been able to do as much as I wanted to. So here we are. Angron is back, and fucking told you so. So there. I love you all long time. Have a really good weekend, and let me know what you think in the comments. See you soon.